The opioid epidemic here in the U.S. seems to be worsening. Numbers tell us nearly 100 people die each and every day.
As the death rate skyrockets, the bodies come to the Montgomery County coroner, Dr. Kent Harshbarger.
And every day, bodies are cycling through here?
Correct. These trays will mostly be full by tonight.
Every vial represents somebody who's died?
Correct.
We are back now with a deep dive into one of the most serious crises facing people in this country: overdoses.
In 2016, there were over 64,000 drug overdoses, out of which more than 20,000 of these were due to opioids.
Effective today, my administration is officially declaring the opioid crisis a national public health emergency under federal law.
One of the hardest hit states in this opioid epidemic has been the state of Ohio. In 2016, drug overdoses caused the deaths of 4,050 Ohio residents. Faith-Based Recovery for America recently held a rally on the steps of the state capitol in Columbus, Ohio, to bring awareness to the plague of addiction and to offer solutions to this national crisis. Faith-Based Recovery for America is an initiative formed in response by RE Recovery. Its mission is to bring together the faith-based community with our local, state, and federal government to form solutions to the addiction crisis that is plaguing our nation.
We're spending hundreds of millions here at the state level, hundreds of millions. But at the end of the day, every year, the number of dead increased 10 to 20%, regardless of all of our efforts. So we need help in this matter. And we need hope. And there's both available right now.
Faith-based programs have networks of thousands of passionate volunteers and staff, creating the infrastructure needed to meet this crisis. These programs reduce the financial burden on government resources. Faith-based recovery programs are established pillars in our local communities and offer support not only to the individual addict, but to their families as well.
You can have recovery without relapse. I'm standing before you today, 19 years past my very last drop of alcohol. All praise and glory be to God.
You can't argue with a changed life.
On the streets, I overdosed. I spent 11 days in a coma. I left the hospital on more narcotics than I probably overdosed on the day that I went in the hospital. I went into rehab. The rehab overdosed me on methadone, and I ended up in the ambulance on my way to the hospital to have my stomach pumped. So I'm here to tell you that the world's solutions are not the answer. The world's solutions are what nearly killed me, besides myself, but only through the grace of God do I stand before you today, free. On August 5th, I celebrated 2 years of victory in Christ.
Faith-based recovery is the answer. It's clear. It's clear.
Faith-based recovery programs work. They work. We see it through statistics. We see it through study after study.
If we want to change Ohio offenders from criminal behavior, we can do nothing more than encouraging Christ-centered or faith-based program. That's what works.
We need to surround these individuals who are hurting, dirty laundry and all.
In the weeks following this rally, State Representative Ron Young introduced a resolution and a bill in the Ohio House of Representatives. Testimonies from Tim Farley, Executive Director, as well as other staff from RE Recovery and others played a large role in the House of Representatives' unanimous vote on the resolution, stating they believe faith-based recovery is a viable option in the state of Ohio for those struggling with addictions. We are excited to see continued progress in bringing faith-based recovery to America.
Will you and I bear that hope to the people who need it most? Will we get into the ditches? Will we put some things aside, make this a priority? Because this problem will go on as long and grow as large as you and I allow it to. Because you and I have the solution. We have the remedy. We need to go forth and use it.